Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you happen to be on. This is Yoga with Tianna, and we have our 30-minute flow. I hope you are well. I see in the comments we got Twitch, my moderator. Happy Saturday, as well as Michael. Good morning. Hope you are well. All right, we got to get started with our practice. This is going to be a nice stretchy flow. So we're going to stretch our muscles today. All right, so be prepared to stretch. We're going to do some standing. We're also going to do some activities on the floor. So we're going to get it in our 30 minutes. Now, of course, we have to pick our intention word. So let's get into that. All right, I'm going to bring out my chair really quickly so that you can go ahead and see it. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe you won't be able to see that, but guess what? It's down here. It's down here. We're going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. I have them out. And let's see. We're going to pick one. Let's see what it is. Oh, I like this one. Okay. All right. We're going to take out opportunity, which was yesterday, and we're going to put in protect. Protect. What are some of those things that you are trying to protect right now? Maybe your peace, okay? You may be wanting to protect your peace, of course. At all times, protect your peace, especially this month. This month is Yoga Awareness Month. So are you doing a yoga challenge? Are you getting something into to really be able to protect yourself and your peace? All right, those are those things. Hello, Grand Rising to Jackie. Yes, protect is the intention word. All right, so again, like I said, it's going to be a nice energetic flow where we're going to stretch. We're going to stretch our muscles, all right? So be prepared to stretch. This is a nice stretchy flow. So thank you so much for putting that in. Get your smart activity watches. You know what? Thank you. See, that's why the moderator is there, because I always forget to set my watch. So we're going to go ahead and set your watch right now. We're going to put mine to yoga, and let's get into it. We're going to start seated as we start to get ourselves into the practice. All right. Are we ready? So go ahead and get yourself into a nice comfortable seat. Allow your body to relax. Maybe you're just waking up, or maybe you're transitioning from where you were today. So just allow your body to just come into this spot, all right? So maybe give it a little rock from left to right as you bring yourself down, and then bring yourself to nice stillness, all right? We're gonna inhale in, exhale through the mouth or through the nose, whatever feels comfortable for you today. Inhale, breathe in. Release that tension in between the eyes. Exhale, release. One more just like that. And exhale, release it out. And when we think about protection, we think about security. We think about awareness as well. So just thinking about one of those things that you want to protect today. So as you move throughout the day, what's one thing that you want to protect? It could be your heart. It could be your feelings. Again, it could be your peace. So whatever that one thing is for you, we use that as that outlining and that underlining theme for our practice. So when our practice starts to drift away from our mat, we bring it back with that overall what we want to protect, all right? So just allow your body to relax here. We're going to take 2 more full cycles of breath. And we're going to start our stretches. Nice slow stretch at first as we start to get ourselves warmed up. So we're first going to start with the neck. So bring in that right ear, right shoulder. Ooh. Now this stretch feels good. Again, not allowing the shoulder to come up towards the ear. And then taking it back up to center and over to the opposite side. Still sitting up nice and tall, relaxing your shoulders, softening your knees. Maybe your sit doesn't look quite like this one, and that's okay. And then gently taking it back up and taking the chin down towards the chest. Allowing those shoulders to relax. And gently bringing the chin up towards the ceiling or the sky. And remind me to thank the birds later for this nice little soundtrack if you can hear it. And gently take it back up to center. We're going to start with those arms, so let's bring those arms up overhead. Lift up through the chest, get nice and tall. Gaze up towards the hands, release the tension on the fingers. Nice soft fingers here. On that exhale, we're going to start with the right hand. We're going to spin it back behind us. And we're going to bring that front hand over towards the top of the thigh. Just gently look behind you. Again, we're starting with our nice deep stretch. Gently taking it back up. Both arms come back overhead, back to center. We're going to start with the opposite arm this time. So opposite arm will come back. Again, you can bring that hand towards the thigh. Gently look behind you. Remember to breathe. Release the tension on the neck. Gently taking it back up to center. Both arms come back overhead. On that exhale, hinge it forward. Whatever forward looks like to you, it may be right here. Maybe you can even come down a little bit further. Maybe walking those hands out. Whatever feels good to you in this moment, release the tension in the forearms. So letting those arms relax, maybe giving it a little rock from side to side. Gently walking those hands over towards the right side of your mat. Remember, I'm your mirror, so this may be my left side, but it's your right, and I want to stay on your right. Gently coming back to center and over towards the opposite side. As you release the tension in the shoulders, allowing those hips to start to kind of sink back. You're going to feel that in the side body and the hips. Just remember to breathe. Modify however you'd like, whatever feels good to your body. Gently bring it back to center. Maybe noticing if you can relax yourself a little bit more into the center of the body. You can always relax yourself on blocks. Feel free to modify however that feels for you. Gently walk the hands back up towards the body. You're going to uncross those legs. If they were crossed, go ahead and bring them out. Flexing those toes back towards your body. And then pointing the toes down. Flexing those toes back. Again, remember this is our nice stretch. So we're focused on the stretch today, morning stretch. And I want you to slightly bend those knees. So put a bend into those knees, flex your toes back towards you. We're going to take our hands to our side and sweep them up overhead. Get nice and tall here. Lengthen through the spine, lift through the chest. And we're going to start to hinge forward. Maybe we bring it to our shin. Maybe we bring it to our toes. Whatever feels good to you. Nice flat back. Keeping the chest forward. Allow the body to come into that nice modified fold. So we're not doing a full fold. Even if a full fold is in your practice, just give it a little rock from side to side. You don't have to go full fold yet. I want you to slowly release those feet. We're going to bring those hands behind you. Start to bring the chest forward. We're going to take the feet to be flat on the ground. Start to rock those knees from side to side. All right, we're going to let the knees fall over to the right. Look away from your knees. And depending on maybe how your body feels today, this could be a really nice stretch. So if your body's feeling a little tight, this was a really nice, gentle stretch for your body. All right, let's take it back up and over to the opposite side. We're gonna come back to this stretch. We're gonna revisit this stretch at the end when we're on our back. Look away from your knees. This is on the other side. Gently come back to center. We're going to butterfly out our feet. Soles of the feet are going to touch. Walk your hands back up towards your body. Come to a nice comfortable seat. We're going to take our hands towards our feet or our shins, so you can grab here or you can grab your feet, whatever feels comfortable for you. Let's go ahead and rock from side to side. We're warming up those hips. You got this. All right, let's bring both of those arms up overhead. Sitting up nice and tall, taking that right hand down. We're gonna look behind us again. Maybe you hold on to the top of the feet. Release the back shoulder. Come back on that inhale, back to center, both arms overhead. Let's take it to the opposite side. Look behind you. And gently bring it back up. On that exhale, let's hinge it forward. Bringing those hands wherever they land. It could be feet, it could be shin, it could be even on the mat. Rock from side to side. And then we'll get a little bit of stillness here. We're going to take 3 breaths of stillness. Wherever you are in this butterfly fold. Bringing your chin towards your chest. Getting a little bit deeper into that stretch. We're going to begin to bring ourselves up. Let's close those butterfly knees. So bring the knees together. Give it a little rock from side to side as we come to our tabletop position. So tabletop position, bringing yourself onto your hands and your knees. Let's bring those knees to stack right underneath of our hips. Those wrists are going to stack right underneath of our shoulders. And let's start to move our hips in a circle. Move it around in a circle. Let's pause. Let's go the opposite way with our circles. And let's pause here. We're going to extend that right leg out behind us. So let's extend that right leg out. Feel that nice stretch. Now for your hip, we're going to bring that hip and even out our hip. Imagine that you can sit something right here on your back. Even out your hip. Stretching the calf, the heel. Being mindful not to lock out your elbows. And we're going to take that foot and we're going to cross it over the opposite foot. So bringing it off the mat. Let's shift the weight back. Giving us a nice little stretch here. We gently take it back, come back onto your knees, rock from side to side. Same thing on the opposite side. So let's extend that opposite leg back. Again, evening out that hip. If you notice that hip is up a little bit higher than the opposite, just go ahead and release it down. Start to shift that weight towards the back of your mat. Release the tension in the shoulders. Reminder not to lock out the elbows. Now let's go ahead and lift that foot and let's cross it over on the opposite side of the mat, maybe even off your mat if you have a smaller mat. I know I do, so I'm off of my mat. Shift that weight back. And let's gently take it back to hands and knees. Give it a rock from side to side. Oh, that feels good. We're going to take that right hand, let's bring it to the center of our mat. That left arm is going to sweep up overhead. Maybe it just almost comes to where it's even, shoulders are stacked over shoulder. And then we're going to thread the needle, we're going to take that hand, bring it under, take the shoulder and the forehead down, walking the right hand out. Breathe. Feel that stretch in the shoulder and the back. Taking one more full cycle of breath. We're going to walk that top hand back towards our head. Press up into the right knee. Bring that arm back up overhead. Let's take it down. Swap out the right hand with the left. And now we sweep the right arm up. Again, thread the needle, let's bring it underneath. Take it all the way down, walk the opposite arm out. Breathe. Remember that the breath unites the movement of the body. Taking one more full cycle of breath. Bringing that top hand to come back towards the head. Use it to push it up. Let's sweep that right arm back up. Gently take it down. We're going to tuck our toes for a little toe stretch here. Shift the weight back. Walk the hands out. Come onto your forearms. Lower your head. Gaze towards our hands, shift the weight forward, keeping your toes tucked. Let's come to our first downward facing dog. So this is our first one as we paddle out our feet. And shift the weight back when you're ready towards the heels for our stillness and our drawing the navel in towards the ribs. Let's walk our hands towards our feet, keeping a very generous bend into the knees, belly on the thighs. Let's hang out here as we rock from side to side. Surrender your body into your forward fold. Finding that comfortable position in that forward fold. You can always use a block. Opposite elbows hanging out here in our forward fold just a little bit longer. Just really feeling that stretch along the back of our legs, shifting the weight towards the balls of our feet. Sometimes all we need is a forward fold, really every day. Remember to draw that navel in. Release the hands. Let's slowly curl all the way up. When our head starts to come up, we bring those arms up overhead. Look up towards the hands, slight back bend here. Feel that stretch. On that exhale, let's bring those hands down. Ooh, we can walk towards the top of our mat. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? How's our body feeling? Ooh, I tell you, it just seems like it can be just that, and that can be it, right? All right, I want you to bring those arms up overhead. Bring it up. Gaze up towards the hands. On that exhale, let's bring those hands to heart center. And we're gonna come all the way down onto our bottoms. Let's come all the way down, spring it all the way down, come into your bottom. I want you to bring those feet out in front of you. Take those arms up overhead. On that exhale, we hinge towards the feet. You can always bring that bend into the knees. Same thing we did before. Bring those hands towards the feet. If you're feeling like, okay, that forward fold did something, maybe you can start to straighten the legs to your comfort and maybe start to bring your body a little bit more into that forward fold. You can release the feet. Take one more full cycle of breath. Release the hands, walk the hands up towards the body. We're going to take a bend into those knees. Hold on to the back of the thighs. Make sure that you have enough room to come down onto your mat. I'm going to bring myself up just a little bit more to make sure I have enough room. And let's come back onto our backs. Bring your knees into your chest. Give it a rock from side to side. Now, these are some of my favorite stretches to do. So I'm going to release that right leg, holding on to the left, keeping that knee into the chest, giving it a rock from side to side, and crossing that knee over the body. For my supine twist, I'm going to take my hand out. I'm going to make a cactus arm, looking away from my knees. And you don't have to move and readjust your hips. You can stay on your back and just allow your body to come over. You may not be completely on your side, and that's okay. You don't want to be completely on your side. You want to allow that stretch to come into the hip. Take a full cycle of breath. Take a nice inhale. Let's come back onto our back. Bring that knee back into the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale. Let's swap out the legs. Lower down the left. Hug in the right. Again, give that right knee a little rock from side to side. And we'll cross over that leg just like we did the other. I'm going to bring that hand to a cactus arm, looking away from my knee. Now maybe your arm may not be able to come down onto the ground, and that's okay. Relax the elbow wherever you are. Maybe you're not able to look towards the wrist, and that's okay. You can always look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Relax your shoulder. We're going to take one more full cycle of breath. Coming back onto our back, bringing that knee into the chest. This time we're going to hug both knees into our chest, giving it a rock from side to side. Massaging that lower back. going to point the toes towards the top of the mat. As we set up for our bridge pose, you can walk those fingers towards the heels, walk the heels in towards the glutes. Relax the shoulders. We're going to take an inhale and exhale. And then inhale, press the hips up. Relax the shoulders and the head. You can always press the elbows in towards the mat as well, if that feels good. Whichever one, so hands can press or elbows can press. Just continue to lift those hips up a little bit higher. On that exhale, let's release. Give the knees a rock from side to side. Let's set up for bridge one more time. So walk those feet in towards the glutes. You can touch the heels or bring those elbows in. We're going to begin to inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, let's press the hips up. Press into the feet. Release the head and shoulders. See if maybe you can press them a little bit higher. If bind is in your practice and you like to bind, you can also stack shoulders. Whatever feels good to you. And release. Let's go ahead and bring those knees over to one side. Relax the hands. Remember I said we were coming back to this pose on our back. Here we go. Look away from the knees. Release the tension on the hips. Let's gently take those knees back up to center and over to the opposite side. Again, look away from your knees. I want you to take at least 2 cycles of breath. And gently bring it back up to center. Let's hug those knees into the chest. Give it a rock from side to side. Taking the feet up overhead, flexing the toes back towards our body. So give it a nice stretch here. Point the toes up. We're going to bring those arms up overhead as we lower everything down. Zip the feet up together. Lower the legs down, nice and controlled. Bringing those arms up overhead. Feel a nice stretch. Breathe. Take one more full stretch. Imagine your body is being stretched from end to end. And on that exhale, let's release those hands down. Maybe the hands can come, palms face up. Or maybe one hand on heart, one hand on belly. If it feels good and you like to bend the knees to release that tension from the back, you're more than welcome to do so. Just allow your body to get comfortable here in whatever position that feels comfortable for you. This is your practice. So if here feels good, I want you to protect that peace. Offer your body a level of security, a level of support. So let's start to release that tension beginning at our feet. Gently softening our knees, releasing our hips. And as we soften and protect the spine, just allow our body and our spine to connect with the earth as much as possible. Releasing the tension from our fingers, melting our shoulders into the mat. Gently unclenching your jaw, softening your eyes. want you to gently take 3 full cycles of breath, knowing that in this moment you're safe, you're calm, you're protected. We allow the breath to calm our bodies. I want you to honor yourself and give yourself permission to just allow your body to simply be. And as we begin to invite some movement and some awareness back into our body and the space that surrounds us, we wiggle our fingers and our toes. And we hug both of our knees in towards our chest. Gently rolling over to one comfortable side. Cradling our head. We're going to use that top hand to gently push ourselves up as we straighten out that top leg. We're going to come to any comfortable position, any comfortable seat. Taking our hands to heart center. I want you to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Thanking your body for showing up and supporting you in the practice. And I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. I want you to take this energy, this level of protection off the mat and share it with others, because remember, energy is infectious and we want to share the good stuff. Until next time, I can't wait to practice with you again. Namaste. All right. I hope you enjoyed that nice stretch. We had a nice stretch. Nice stretch in the morning. Something to kind of get you going. So I hope that you enjoyed it. I see we have a couple people on. Yes. Oh, right. I see we have Lachelle. Good morning. Lachelle, Isabel. Hello. How are you doing? We have Sarm. Hey. Hello. Kate. Hello. Hello. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, definitely give it that thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm feeling like, oof. I'm feeling nice and calm. So I hope that you enjoyed it. Dave, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being a part of the class. The intention word, yes. The intention word was protect. Protect was the intention word. So I hope that you enjoyed that one. Remember, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm here every Saturday, 8:30 Eastern. And every first Saturday is chair yoga. So we got one more Saturday before we get into chair yoga for the first Saturday. There's so many ones that's online, so hope you enjoyed it. And guess what? We have the solstice coming up. So fall solstice coming up. Hope you enjoy that. And again, it's Yoga Awareness Month. So thank you so much. Share it. Make sure someone else gets to be a part of the practice as well. You can always catch the replay. So my replay family, say replay in the comments because I know you're out there. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to head out here. If you don't do anything else, you checked off something on your day. And I will see you next time. All right. Thank you for being a part of the practice. Until next time.